and welcome to another video. It's Easter Sunday. Got a few days off work and you can tell it's absolutely chucking it down outside. Weather's been terrible for the last few days, so all the plans to get down and get a few things in, which I had today, have kind of been scuppering a little bit. So I thought what we'd do today is just start off by having a quick look at what we've got in the little lean-to, the little greenhouse. Have a quick look, show you what's going on around here, and then, like I say, fingers crossed the weather gets a little bit better and we might be able to get down and have a quick look and maybe get a few bits in. But there's just been so much rain, I'm not sure that's going to be happening, but we'll have a look and see how we go. So these are my potatoes. I've still got the Picasso and the weeds to go in. The other two are actually in now, so that's good. Need to nip down and just take a look at them later on. I sorted out the little gem, so they're all potted on, and they're just going to stay in here just for a little while. They are the broad bean, the Sutton. They're looking really good. They're ready to go. Ready to go out. I put the aquadults out last week, so they're ready to go. Just start to see the celery. That's the giant red is starting to come, which is great. Here we've got the night scented stock, which I've just potted on into small bunches. I'm going to plant those out into some hanging baskets. There's just what's left of some thinnings. Gladioli starting to come through now, so they're all starting to break the surface. It's not going to be long before they're ready to go out. These are the peas, Meteor, that I sowed on a previous video a week or two back. I've sowed these on the 10th of March, and to be honest, they're normally the size that I'd like to start thinking about getting them out. As you can see underneath, we are getting the root system popping through, so they're looking good. They're about ready to go. I got my sunflowers, which are starting to come through, and lupins. There's some nasturtium and calendula as well, which is, germination's not been great on them, to be honest, but a little bit more time. It has been a little bit cold, so these are the early onward peas, and these definitely need to go out again, sown at the same time. So they're what I wanted to get out. I wanted to get that Meteor and early onward out, because you'll see I've got some more successful sowings already starting to break the surface, so these should be in now. They're the leek varieties, Elephant. Put the onions in last week, and I just wish I hadn't. Looking at the weather, there's no doubt they're going to have been bashed to bits and probably starting again, to be perfectly honest, with the onions, which is a shame, but it is what it is. I needed to get them out. They were starting to get leggy, but the leeks are doing okay, so they can stick around for a bit longer. There's the sweet peas and the root trainers, again, need to go out desperately. They're the dahlia from seed, which have been potted on and are doing really, really well. You can see I've just took some of these, this is celery, just taken some out which are in the little greenhouse. Zinnia, doing well, and some more early onward with really poor germination there. It's really strange, because it's exactly the same seed, exactly the same compost as these ones, and they've all come there, so it's quite strange. Okay, just looking into the greenhouse. Here I've potted on some of my collie and autumn broccoli. That's all doing really well. Got lots, half a tray of each. Just sown some more tomatoes. Obviously they've literally just gone in, so nothing coming there. You can see their Swede best of all, which was shown on another video a few weeks ago. They're all starting to germinate now, which is brilliant. The job that I did yesterday was to sort out the Brussels, so they've all gone into slightly bigger pots now because they're doing really well, and the variety there is brilliant. They're doing really well, looking good. Just jumping down, there's the Noah's Livingston daisies. These are pumpkin Big Macs. Again, doing well. Even out in the cold, they're doing well. The spring onions, multi-sown at the back, all starting to come through now. And like I was saying before, these are the peas. So these are the second sowing of the meteor. You can see they're just starting to break through. So idea was those ones we've just looked at would be in the ground by now, and these would be 2 weeks behind. So yeah, a bit worried, to be honest. I'm going to end up with a shed load of peas and none of them in the ground, so need to get on with that desperately. Some more pumpkins, jack-o'-lantern, and this is another mixed bag. So at the far end there I've got some golden acre cabbage, and then we have some celeriac, and then right at the front the celery. So they've all been potted on yesterday. And jumping down, we've got some of the broccoli. That's the 60-day broccoli at the back. And at the front we've got a mixture of cosmos, giant marigold and lobelia. And then again yesterday all my greyhound cabbage were repotted on. They're doing excellent. Really pleased with them. Real healthy, big leaves already. And here I've got the greyhound. So these, I just sown them in this little pot, greyhound and golden acre. And then when I pick them out, I'm putting them into individuals. So as you can see, I've done 36 greyhound already, and I've still got a load more. So they'll stay in there for a few more weeks. I'll get the greyhound. I'll let them get a little bit bigger, and like I say, hopefully they'll survive in this little pot and not grow as quickly as those ones in their individuals, and then I can look to sow them later out into the ground. And then more peas again, which are just starting to come through. And then right down on the very bottom, this is where all the poppies are. So there's some California poppies and just some of the red poppies. Okay, so that's pretty much everything we've got going on in the greenhouse. So I'm going to nip down now, even though I don't want to check on the plot. I've got a really nasty feeling the onions are going to be absolutely battered. As I say, the weather has just been, I've not known it like this at this time of year for, well, forever, to be perfectly honest. But it is what it is. We'll go down. Like I said, I've got some sets which I can always put in over the top if the seed onions have gone. So we'll play it by ear and have a look. So we'll get down there now and see what's going on. Planning to get some potatoes in buckets as well. Just get that finished, because it's wet, but it's not freezing cold. Temperature's not dropping below 4 degrees, 5 degrees over the course of the week. So I'm quite happy to get a few bits in. So we'll nip down. I'll show you what I've got potato wise, and then we'll get a couple more of the buckets done. And then hopefully, like I said, the ground will probably be too wet to do digging out the trench, so we'll just concentrate on the buckets today. So let's go and have a look. Right, okay guys, so you can see there's some potatoes in buckets which have gone in. They're in the 35 litre pots. So I've got some Sarpo, some Rocket and some Charlotte, so one of each. And as you can see, the bucket's submerged into the ground to retain moisture. Not that it needs it today, it's literally chucking it down. So I'm going to get one more in. I'm going to get a bucket of the Ouija in, and I'll show you what's going in the mix on them. Okay, so actually in the bucket, what we've got is some spent compost and some of the 6 times fertiliser, and that just makes up the base layer. Some spent compost, 4 or 5 inches, and then 2 handfuls of the horse manure, the 6 times, really strong. Really strong fertiliser, and in there's 2 handfuls of the potato feed that came with the seed potatoes. So all I do on top of that in a 35 litre bucket is put the 3 seed potatoes. Then it's just a case of crumbling the compost over the top to cover. Then just sprinkle some more of the feed on top. Give that a good watering in, and then sink it next to the other buckets. Did want to make sure that they didn't get obviously nailed by the frost, having just gone in. So yeah, overall everything's looking alright. Going to get the peas down and get those in as well. So fingers crossed they'll go in this afternoon. As long as it stays dry, I'm going to give it a go. So we'll see how we get on. Okay, so I've brought down the tray of Meteor and the 3 smaller trays of Early Onwards, and we're going to look to get those in the ground as well now. Rain stopped for a good few hours, so hopefully we'll be able to get them in pretty quickly. Right, okay, so there's the peas in, just underneath this contraption, just to keep birds off or mice off. So I'm just going to get this covered up, and that's first lot of Early Onward peas sown. Well guys, that's it then, end of another video. Couldn't really get much done today, obviously with the weather, so not much of an update, but got the potatoes in and got some peas out. We'll see how they get on this week. The rain's obviously forecast all for this week, so probably won't be anything until the weekend. But yeah, thanks for watching, and see you next week.